Can eco mode really save energy on the highway? Today we will find out. We are going to take the Xpeng to the same route, same speed limits, the same highway, but now with different settings. We are going to drive it in eco mode. We are going to set AC to eco-friendly mode also, and we are going to drive a little bit more relaxed. So let's see how much energy we can save in exactly the same route, just changing the settings and our driving style.
Okay guys, so let's go here for the car. Let's go here for first vehicle. So about 20, it's what we want. We will reset this after. Then here on drive, I will put on eco. So we are going to do eco. Now on AC, auto here, energy is on, but now I will turn off. Okay, the outside temperature is 18 degrees, so it's I don't think we need AC. Okay, if there is the need to turn on AC, I will turn it on during the trip, and then I will just make sure that we have on eco saving mode for the AC. Okay, so again, we are just doing now the eco mode and driving a more relaxed way on the highway, so that we can compare with the last Ride With Me video that we did a couple of days ago. Okay, so let me explain again the rules. So the idea here is not to have a scientific evaluation of the average of the car, the consumption of the car in a highway, but to show you that there is a difference while driving in the highway. There is a difference when you set up the car in different driving modes and when you drive in a different way. You need to understand that in the urban drive that I made, it was easier to do the consumption test because I was leaving from home and immediately driving in city urban area, and I never touched a highway, so I could use the scene start measurement in the car. But in these tests here, I cannot do that because, as you see, I am not on the highway, so I have already consumption made, so I cannot use the scene start because the scene start has already 52 kilometers on the trip measurement. The only other options that I have in this car is the about 2.5 kilometers, 20 and 100. As I am doing around 34 kilometers, the only way that I can make this measurement is with about 20. So I will reset the odometer on trip A when I enter in the highway, and then I will consider those first 20 kilometers, and then the about 20 will give you exactly the consumption of those 20 kilometers that I made. And after that, all the remaining readings will not be accurate, because when the car reaches the 30 kilometer mark, it will consider only the kilometers between 10 and 30. So it will ignore the first 10 because this is a rolling counter of the last 20 kilometers. Okay, so we cannot use that to say that the car is consuming more or less. Okay, the reason why I made a second measurement is just for this video, okay, for the Ride With Me, because as we are going to consider and compare the last 20 with the last 20 of this video, so the last 20 on the standard video and the last 20 on the eco video, we can compare between these two videos. As soon as I enter in the highway, I will reset the counter to 0. Okay, so this trip A counter will be reset to 0. I will put this already at the about 20 so that we don't lose this info here. So we are entering now the highway, so I will drive a little bit slower, so between 100 and 120 according with the speed limits, but so that we have a more relaxed drive. So we are entering now. Okay, 0. We are starting now our Ride With Me in eco mode. Let's go. Hey Xpeng.
Hi there.
Change to individual mode.
Individual mode is on.
Let me remind you that individual mode is exactly eco mode. Okay, I have set it on the car like that. but I have regeneration turned low setting, okay, so that I can just leave the car going when we are in a downhill, okay. So we are at 7 kilometers, so again it doesn't matter the number that it's on the about 20, because again these 7 kilometers means that we have 13 kilometers coming from before we entered in the highway, so we cannot use that as a metering for our trip now. So again, I didn't saw the time that we entered in the highway, so I need again to check the clock. So as I said, I will try this highway. It's a mix between 100 and 120 as a speed limit, so I will try to navigate between these two numbers without going over the 120 at least, okay, but I will then drive as normally I do, but in a more relaxed way. Just to give you an idea, currently my scene start has 70 kilometers made with an average consumption of 18.3, and this was around, let me see, 20 kilometers in urban and 50 kilometers on highway. I'm not showing you the speed here, sorry guys. 6, we are reaching the first milestone, first mark, 20 kilometer mark, it's coming. So currently 18 and 20, so 17.9, okay, 17.9 at the 20 kilometers mark, so a bit less. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was 21.6. So almost 4 kilowatt hour saved. I think this is obvious, okay, so I am not expecting that anyone watching these videos says, oh wow, amazing, if you drive in eco mode and slowly you will save energy. No, of course, I believe that everybody knows that it's exactly the same in a high car. I'm just trying to show you what you can do in this case with an Xpeng, okay, and in these conditions, so that you can, if you are driving an Xpeng also, and if you are driving in a similar condition that I am, you can understand what is the in-between of your choices and what the car can deliver. Now with the new app, I don't know if you saw that there was a beta release of the new app with several changes, and with that new app you have now the information, a more detailed information on the consumption of the car. So guys, as before, we are reaching now a section of the highway where there is speed controlled camera, okay, so this is a 100 kilometers per hour section, so I will try to keep it on that level as I did on the previous one. So this is the where I think that when you turn off regeneration, or at least put it on low, you will get more savings, because the car is downhill. I am not accelerating at all, and the car is keeping the speed at 100, 103. So sometimes I just give a little bit a press. So now I will press a little bit the accelerator so that I can increase a little bit, but then I can control then the acceleration to keep it on the 100 level, without spending too much energy. You can see here that the energy consumed while we were downhill, it's minimal. See, now I need to brake because the car is not braking because I have regeneration on low. So here now I am spending money on brakes. So just to give you an idea, so that since startup, that it's now with almost 87 kilometers, is now with an average consumption of 16.5. So I think it's very good, very good. So guys, as you know, we will stop the counter and take the second measure as soon as we go through the tool, as we did before, okay? And it will be around the 34 kilometers mark as it was before, okay? And here we are, 16.2, okay? So in this case, I think the difference was only 2 and something kilowatts, okay? And I think it's normal, because in these last 20 kilometers, as it was most downhill, then the car benefits from it. And even though that we are driving in standard or on eco, as the car is in fact not consuming energy because it's just driving downhill, the difference then, it doesn't it is not that big, it's not noticeable. So you will see a difference when you are in fact you need to use energy for driving the car, so when you are pressing the accelerator. Okay guys, so again, we have ended this trip. The ride with me in highway on eco mode has ended. I will show you in the screen the averages on these two marks, milestones. So the first 20 and the last 20 kilometers made on this trip in the highway, and so that you can compare with the previous video that we did with standard mode. So guys, again, thank you very much. Just leave a comment down below so that I can answer to you guys and even consider to do that video. And of course, leave your like, subscribe to the channel. You know, it will help the channel to grow, to reach more people, and that's it. So thank you very much again for being here with me, and I see you in the next one. Bye bye guys. Ciao.